Why does every horror movie that comes out have to be like the scariest movie of the year, the most disturbing movie of the year? I just wish we could get a review that's normal. Like, hey guys, Oddity was pretty dope and you should check it out. I don't know. I guess that's our job. Was Oddity the most disturbing movie of all time? Let's find out. I did see a lot of social media hype about this movie because I hadn't heard about it, and I saw it on like TikTok, I think. I don't know. This is the story of a psychic medium who attempts to uncover the truth behind her sister's murder. At the site of the crime, she goes to this house that's like creepy, I guess. It's a creepy house. It's like a castle, kind of. It feels very cold and like unwelcoming. And some weird shit ensues, and we get like some flashbacks to the night that her sister was killed under mysterious circumstances.
This movie kind of sucked.
Whoa.
Honestly, not sure how I feel about it.
Okay.
It's like maybe I need to watch it again, but I don't want to.
Did you watch it like and pay attention when you watched it, or not really?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
As far as the plot, I thought I had it figured out, but I was hoping they weren't so predictable to take the route they did, and of course they actually did. So I was disappointed with that. I was hoping for some type of twist or something, but it was just generic and kind of boring and to the point. The wooden doll was cool and kind of scary, and it had some good cinematography, and the sounds were creepy. But yeah, I was kind of disappointed with this one.
I was excited to watch this because I'd watched part of the trailer and then stopped it, and the premise looked good for me. Like, the lady has supernatural abilities somehow, and she's looking into what happened to her sister.
Yeah.
And so I just stopped there because sometimes the trailer ruins the movie. And I went in thinking, all right, this is going to be good. And it started off great, and it kind of went nowhere, and it got easily predictable. I agree with Marvin. The doll was great. It was used pretty good. I watched it with Christina. Yeah. As far as jump scares go, she jumped quite a few times. So it's got that.
There's one jump scare that was
other than that,
really good that I was waiting for when the guy is by the tent and his head just comes out.
Oh, yeah, the tent. Oh, my gosh. Yeah,
it was good.
I had a lot of hope for this one because, magic and stuff, that supernatural shit. It's fascinating. But it didn't really, it just was what it was, and it kind of fell flat at the end.
I actually feel kind of opposite of you guys. I do think it was not great story-wise. Like, it's very simplistic. Like, it's not mysterious at all. But I don't think that's really a flaw. I prefer simple plots, especially with a lot of the horror that we get nowadays. With this one, I was actually like, it was refreshing to see a simplistic plot where it's just like, hey, this is what happened. And like, just you're going to see creepy stuff happen. And it reminded me.
It's like too simple though. Like,
no,
you said Halloween's simple too, but Halloween is like compelling. It's like,
yeah, it is. Well,
it keeps you like, interested. Like this, you're just like, you don't care about any of the characters. Nothing about the world makes you really care to kind of see it through, and you're just kind of seeing it through just to see what really happens.
You're just watching it unfold, even though you know what's unfolding.
I 100% agree. I thought this movie was like really creepy. Like, there was a lot of like, same with it was like Long Legs, like same basic idea.
Yeah, it was very well shot, and the scenes were set up very well.
I was like scared whenever I was supposed to be in this movie, the movie doesn't use a lot of jump scares, but when it did, I was like, oh, like it worked. You know what I mean? I wasn't, it's like you're expecting it, but it still works, which is, that's a good thing. I thought the acting was really good for being a low budget movie like this, or I would assume low budget. I really liked the premise of this thing. I don't even know what the fuck was that, like a family heirloom.
She doesn't really explain it. She just said it was a gift to her mother's, and then she's like, you can have it. And she's like, she would be pleased to know that it's here, probably because her mom would know what it's going to do.
That was the actual part of the movie that I didn't really like give a shit about. I thought the rest of it was what was most effective. Like, and I wish that was the whole movie of like this, because it reminded me a lot of Haunting of Hill House. Ghost story, but with a compelling like family drama, and like the ghosts aren't always in your face, but when they are, it's scary. But like most of the time, it's like, did you notice that thing in the background? It just did a lot of really good, like effective, like moody, atmospheric ghost stuff.
It did good stuff, but plot wise,
Yeah,
it didn't even make sense. Like they didn't even use the ghosts really effectively.
Ghosts don't scare me ever because I don't believe in those things. And other than The Haunting of Hill House, I haven't seen like a really effective ghost story in a really long time up until this movie, to be perfectly honest. Like I think the last movie I think of with ghosts that like freaked me out was like Insidious or The Conjuring, like those movies back in the day, you know? So I thought the stuff they did with the ghosts in this was really cool. It was really the doll that kind of like took me out of it a little bit. I could have did without that. The movie goes between being like a ghost story and like a slasher movie.
That's why I could have done without the ghosts. Like
Really?
they serve no purpose.
See, I don't know.
Besides
I really like
showing like flashes to show that she's still like here or whatever, like I get that.
I see what you're saying. It did feel like two separate movies, both of which I thought were doing good things. I think there's a world where they could have put them together and been effective. Like I think it was for me, it was just the doll that kind of like with stuff. But like that movie of just like this chick alone in a house and some lunatic comes to your doors. Like I saw somebody in the house, like an hour and a half psychological thriller of like, is somebody in my house would have been dope.
Yeah, like her looking at the camera and saying like, "Oh shit, he was right. There is somebody in the house."
Yeah, like that was
cool.
Cool.
Like one of the best scenes of the entire movie.
I did overall, I guess, enjoy the movie. I didn't hate it. I do agree with all your points though, that it is like a little bit boring. It is a little bit uninteresting. You don't care about any of the characters. I thought the main actor, Carolyn Bracken, I think she did a really good job. And I think she sold like her heartache about her sister's death pretty good. Like you don't really get a lot of their relationship at all, enough to like really give a shit. But I thought her acting was good enough to where I was like, okay, she's upset and I get she's hurt and like that she's on this mission. Like I bought into that pretty easily.
I thought she did a great job as playing both roles. I think what I felt disappointed is the supernatural of it. Like the doll was cool, but then like it felt a little, I don't know, the payoff wasn't there.
It becomes like another one of those movies that had like a lot of like cool ideas that just don't super come together in a really clean way.
I'd be interested to see what this writer director does next. This was good enough for me to pay attention and say maybe do something better next time.
I didn't hate it either. I just if this was like super hyped, I think it was definitely like overhyped.
Well, it wasn't super hyped in that I heard a lot of people talking about it, but the people that I did hear talking about it were like going nuts about it. Just looking at Rotten Tomatoes, even when one knows what's coming during repeat viewings, McCarthy manages to consistently startle and shock. Oddity is the scariest movie of the year. Like, no, it's not. I don't know. I don't think scariness exists anymore for me. It's kind of sad. Like we live in a world that it is itself like so disturbing and shocking all the time that like watching a horror movie doesn't really frighten me anymore.
Yeah, not like when you first saw The Exorcist or something.
No.
Or when you first, like when I saw like Evil Dead 1, that was like one of the scariest things I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, or It and shit, yeah.
It too, yeah. That was I mean, we're just older now too, so it's like,
I guess. But I don't know. For what it did, this movie did a decent job. It's got a 6.7 on IMDb. I'd probably give it a 6. I think just for the filmmaking alone.
It's a 6 because it's not bad, and we always say a 6 is good for a horror movie. So I think it deserves a 6 at least.
I agree.
Definitely a 6. Yep.
All right, we got 6s across the board.
666. Maybe it is the scariest movie of the year.
Here's a good comment. Absolutely loved a great supernatural whodunit. And that's what I liked about it, because I love whodunit films and I love horror movies. And it did for a lot of the time feel like a supernatural whodunit. It's just that the story wasn't written well enough to where the whodunit was like kept you on your edge of your seat until the end. 6s across the board. 666. That's crazy. Ooh, spooky. Let us know in the comments, folks, if you've seen Oddity. Let us know if you enjoyed it. If you haven't seen it, I think for like an October watch, it's probably worth a watch.
Great October watch.
I think it's worth a watch. Yeah, you want to sit down, cuddle up with your significant other, and watch something scary. Like this does the trick.